Alright, here we go. This is Eli Smith, and I'm going to show you a basic tutorial on how to make lanyards. Just some simple basic ones like this. Not this, and definitely not something like this today. But I'm just going to show you something very simple and basic. Like this almost. We can get some spiraling and squares. So, what you're going to need are some lanyards. And you can buy them at like Hobby Lobby or any basic, I'm saying basic a lot, aren't I? Any simple hobby store, craft store, if there are any others, Hobby Lobby, that's where you find these. You can buy them in spools or like in little bunches like this. But I'm going to be showing you with these two colors, green and black. And you can just cut them off into little strings. These are just about 1.5 feet, but if you want something about this long, I think this is about 1 yard long each for each string. So starting off is difficult. You can use either a little key ring like this or one of these. I'm going to show you with one of these because that's what most people have. Alright, what you got to do, got to find the middle of each string. So here's the middle of that string right there. Here's the middle of that string. You could also use a bead almost for one of these, but anyway, you take the middle here. You gotta run it through there. Yeah, here's the middle. Oops. Gotta have the middle just right in there. Alright, close up now. Hope that focuses. Alright. What you gotta do, you have the middle, you cross them, make a little X. Like that. Now, here's where it starts to get a little difficult, a little more difficult. You're going to bring one over right there. And then you're going to bring this one, over like that. And then you're going to take this green one and bring it over there. So you're starting to have a little weave going. But you still have that one remaining black one right here. You have to be careful not to lose any of the spacing. You go over this one and under that one. And you just pull it through. Be sure to try and keep the middles right there. But you're going to have to pull. I like to hold them like this, and you just pull on each string until it tightens up. And so there you have your starting weave, and it's hooked on there. It's not going anywhere. Alright, I'm getting a low battery sign. Alright, so you've got your starting weave ready. Alright, I'm going to try to get a close up here. That's good. Alright, you've got your starting weave, just like this. Just a simple weave. You have an X on the back, and it goes through like this. Now you're basically going to do the same thing over and over again to make something like this. You see how it's like just a simple square? You have a square here. Alright, so what you're going to do, take one string. Take one string, bring straight over. Then you take the next string, take the next string and bring it straight over like that. Then you take this string, straight over. Then you have the last string right here. You have it just like this. It's kind of fuzzy. Alright, you take the last string, You go over this one and under that one. And then you can pull it just the same way. So there you have a stitch. You can do it again. Take one, bring it over, take another, bring it over, bring it over, last one, over and under. Oops. Yeah. Over and under. And pull it tight. Yeah, and don't be too nervous if it's your first one and it ends up looking all loose like this. This is my first one. I did a few tricks with it, but see how loose that is? You can just kind of bounce it and bend it around. If you want this loose, that's fine. You just don't have to pull it up so tight. But I mostly like mine really nice, tight. So just continue stitching these up. Now, here's a problem that you may face if it's your first one. Here. You see how that one is kind of twisted? That's because when you're going like this, when you're supposed to be going like this, you actually had it twisted. And you went down with the other side up when it should have been like this. So if you encounter that, what you really just have to do is unstitch it. Well, if you want to fix it, you can unstitch it, loosen that end up, and then flip it around. And there you have it, back to where it's supposed to be. And then you just have to redo everything to go back. Here's another thing you might encounter, just loose strings. As I explained, you may get something like this, just a bunch of, it's loose, but you may just get one or two stitches that are just loose, like that, that aren't tight. If you want to tighten those up, you can just kind of unscoot. You don't have to undo the stitches. You can just scoot it open. Like this. You're just kind of opening them up. This is only if it's really far. If it was really far down, you have to do some unstitching, or you just have to totally undo them. Batteries on again. Yeah, but basically what you do, you unloose that, and then you can just tighten up that one. I'm not going to do it right now, but yeah, that's what you do. Now I'm going to show you how to do a circle stitch, or like just a swerve curve, and it may end up looking something like this. See how I have the square here and then just kind of this spiral? It'll end up looking similar to this, not exactly, because this is like special string, but what you do, let me tighten this up, instead of going straight down, you're going to go off to the side like that. So you bring it off to the side rather than this, go off there. And the same thing with this next string, you're going to go off to the side rather than like that. So over here. And then you take this string and bring it off to this end. And then you have your last string, and you do the same thing with the other one. You go over this one and under that one. Oops, finger. And then you can just tighten it the same old way. But it has a little bit more of a round effect. You see where that string went off to the side? The more you do that, the more of the spiral will show. So you just go off to the side, just like this. Take the string. Oops. Get a bit that flat, straight. Alright, let's do this. So here we've only gotten a few stitches, but you can already see the spiral starting. It's kind of loose, but it's there. So you can go as however far you want or how long the string will let you. But stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to end these off properly at the end of the video. Alright, this is as far as I want to go for this tutorial. You can go however far you want, really, depending on how much string you have. I mean, you don't need this much string to end it off. You really only need, I'd say, at least this much right here. That's about 3 or 4 inches of just open the string to help you tie it off. But I'm just going to use this extra because I just want to. Alright, and it doesn't matter which stitch you're on, whether it's the square or the spiral. It doesn't matter really. So how you end it off, get things focused here. Alright, how you end it off, you take one string, and you see how this is coming from this side, it's going out here. You want to curve it around like this, and you go underneath this stitch. Yeah, you're going to have make sure this is a little loose, just so you have space, but you're going to go underneath and up through the middle. Like that. But you're not going to go this way underneath, because that doesn't work as well. You have to go this way. So underneath and up through the middle, and you can just pull that up, and then you take the next one, go underneath and up through the middle. Underneath and up through the middle, and so on. And the last one may be a bit difficult to find, but there it is right there. Up through the middle. So what you do, you can just kind of put your fingers right over it like this, and then you just pinch and you pull this. Pull like that while you keep your finger on it. You can pull however tight you want, and here should end off something looking like that. And it may be loose. It may end up looking like this, but even this is very loose and it's not coming out. So this tie off should be really strong if you just pull it tight enough, but it's not entirely required. So there you have it. That is how you make a simple, basic lanyard.